Good morning, guys. This is Xtrahot-Forex. So let's go straight to our weekly analysis. So what's really happening? It seems like it's going to be a very great week, especially when China and US are now talking. Plus, I think we're gonna have some good news very soon. Putin proposes a direct peace talk with Ukraine. I think this is going to be a very good thing. If we add US there, I think they're going to actually appreciate that or like that. Let's hope that maybe Ukraine is going to also allow that and actually sort their differences aside. I think we've been waiting for this for quite some time. And on the economic news, Monday, which is tomorrow, we don't really have much. I think it's Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day out there. So on Monday, which is tomorrow, we don't really have much. We don't really have any economic news. But on Tuesday is going to be crazy because we are going to start with our CPI. But for those who don't really know, the most important one is actually a core PCI because it actually shows filtered data, unlike this generalization here. So if maybe the number is going to go up, that is not really good because it shows us that inflation is not really going actually anywhere lower, and that is not going to be good with Federal Reserve because they are expecting to cut the rates. And if that is not really happening, that is going to be a problem. But what can we expect when the tariffs are higher? Or when the tariffs are still going up and down, we can't expect the prices to go down. And obviously, one way or another, we are going to see consumer inflation going actually higher. So another important one, I think we just going to have it on Thursday. We see core PPI and retail sales. Okay. It shows us that this week is going to be quite important, especially from the US event that are going to have a huge impact on the market. So yeah, we are here for that. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. We are going to start with GbpUsd. So as we can actually see, let's go on a daily time frame. So from this week, guys, I think slowly we are going to face off our daily analysis with our live session. I know I've been talking about this for quite some time and actually not doing that much because the schedule sometimes is not really on my side. But if maybe we can start by slowly going back on our live session, I think that is going to be good. We can start by going twice or maybe 3 times a week. That is going to be enough. And from there, we can actually do it daily once everything it's actually sorted out. But at the moment, we will just keep it maybe twice or 3 times. That will be enough. So on GbpUsd, we can easily see that the market is still actually on that nice uptrend structure. The market, it's actually still going to actually to go higher. But what we can do at the moment, we can just see that we also have a support area, which it shows us that the market is respecting. Actually, the market is just consolidating around this level. So which means we might end up seeing the market breaking out here and continue to go even higher. And if the market doesn't really do that, I think the market might end up going even lower up to this point. And from there, I think the market might end up pushing higher if maybe the dollar will be respecting GBP. But if maybe the dollar is going to be quite stronger, as we see the CPI coming on Tuesday, we might start to see maybe the market going even lower because the dollar is gaining the momentum slowly because of those tariffs. But lucky enough, let's hope that China and US, they are going to sort out their tariff war or trade war. All right, so let's push to the next one, which is EurUsd. Not really quite the same. I mean, not really different much. The difference is not really that much with what we saw on GBP. But here it seems like the market is trying to break out of our support area. So we are going to see if maybe, or wait and see if maybe the market will be continuing going lower, or maybe we did not draw it nice. Maybe we might find out that the market was just adjusting. We might end up drawing it like that. But if we draw it like that, I think we don't really touch much of our candlesticks there or much of our structure. So I think this is the right way, but I think we will also wait for the market to confirm this breakout. The market might start by doing that, and then we can say, okay, that is a continuation of that downtrend, and the market might continue doing something like that. But at the moment, we can just say the market is just breaking out. We're waiting for a few candlesticks before we can decide. But the overall structure, it was on that nice uptrend. So which means at the moment we now no longer on that uptrend. So now the market is trying to decide if maybe it will be on a downtrend, or maybe it's, let's say, trying to go down. So let's push to the next one, which is actually gold. On gold, I think those talks that are going to happen with Russia, US, and Ukraine, slowly they are going to have a very enough effect here. But the thing is, we've been talking about this, and those talks are not really happening, or they are not really that aggressive to a scale that we were thinking. So which means until that happens, until they have those talks, it's where maybe we can say we are ready to see the market on gold to go lower. But at the moment, as long as it's just speculation and just news without proper meeting and stuff like that, I still see gold going even higher. And the overall structure, it is still that. We can see that the market has been on this nice uptrend for quite some time. So at the moment, we can say we are still quite bullish. And once the market reaches our support area, it's where we can say something else. We can say, okay, maybe the market will be ready to do it, to continue going on the upside. For those who want our mentorship, if you want 4-month mentorship, it's actually $150. For those who want our signal indicator, it's actually $90 coming from that $150. If you are interested, just let me know. It works on MT4 platform. So if you're using MT5, you can still use that, but it means you will just take signals from your MT4 and place trades on your MT5 or any other platform that you use. So yeah, there is no limitation on that. So yeah, now we are on US30. What's really happening? A very nice structure that we had for quite some time. The market has been selling off. Likely enough, now we can see that we have a small relief on those tariffs, because this was actually a sell-off coming from the tariff breaking news, which was not really good and did not really stay good with the market or stay well with the market. So at the moment, I see that the market is now breaking out of that structure. We had this double resistance and the market is now breaking out of that. But it seems like US30 is a bit slower. It's not actually in a rush. So it means that we might end up seeing the market going higher. Remember, there is Nike inside, Dow Jones, Nike, Apple, Amazon, and other Nvidia and other companies. So if tariffs are hitting those companies, don't actually expect US30 to perform very well, because they are directly proportional, right? So I think my English is not actually out of, because yeah, I think it's good. Direct proportional to each other. Yeah, I think that is correct. So at the moment, we expect the market to do what? To continue going up. Only when we get the good news. But already it seems like the market is sensing that, and I think the market will end up going higher. But the first thing first, we have to break this resistance area before we can say it's a good time for us to look for those bullish momentum. Already we did that on US Tech or Nasdaq 100. We see that the market is been actually going down, but already here we can see that the market is already flying. But I saw the market on Friday, it was actually struggling. Let's hope that maybe tomorrow we will see the market going actually higher, because I think there's talks, I think it's today, between China and the US. If those talks are fruitful, I think we are going to see that on the market, and that might push the market to go even higher. But the overall structure here is we are no longer on that nice downtrend. We're now trying to taste the new uptrend, and I think that it's what is going to happen from now on. And we don't really have to cover everything. We are going to do some stuff to cover other ones on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on our live sessions. Then yeah, so the best thing that you can do is don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that you don't really miss our daily updates. So at the moment we are on US oil. I think the market might end up going higher here. OPEC countries said they will be increasing oil prices, so I think we are going to see some very stronger prices from US oil, maybe from the coming weeks and stuff like that. I don't think maybe the market will just rush with one candlestick. Slowly the market, yes, will end up going higher, but the overall structure, yes, we are still on that nice downtrend, so which means there is enough a chance that the market can still continue. But there are so many factors which we will actually keep we have to keep updating, or maybe update ourselves so that we can understand what's really happening or on the world of the market. So anyways, I think for today everything's fine. So thank you very much. I will see you on the next one. So thank you very much. Bye.